Hey guys, Liam Cook here with a special announcement from Hillz FM Matchday. Now first let me say I hope everyone had a very happy Easter weekend. I hope you were stuffing yourself silly with chocolate as I was in Berlin watching England actually beat Germany. So yeah, it was a pretty good weekend for me as well. May I also say I'm sorry that I couldn't be with you for the trip to Hillz on Saturday. I was back in time for the game against Littleton. Unfortunately that match got postponed. The match on Saturday also proved out to be the final match of Edwin Greaves' managerial career at Coventry United. Now we'll get into that a little bit later on because I've got a second announcement, three announcements to bring you. But first of all, let me start off with one that I didn't really want to make, but I feel it's important that Coventry United fans know what's going to be happening over the next few weeks. Now basically because of the amount of postponements with Coventry United matches, whether it's due to cup games or weather conditions or waterlogged pitches, there have been a lot of games called off over the last few weeks and months, and the season has got to end at the end of April. So there's a lot of matches being crammed into a very short space of time. Now, that causes a problem for us at Hillz FM Matchday, simply because it's a very small operation. We haven't got masses and masses of money behind us, unfortunately. We're basically run by myself, a headset, a laptop and Wi-Fi, and that is basically it. It is just that. The real problem is the Wi-Fi, because quite simply we just do not have enough coverage to be able to cover every single one of these matches. So it's not something that I want to do, but we're going to have to pick and choose our matches for the final month of the season. So I've compiled a list where we're going to be covering 7 matches from now until the end of the season. There's quite a few matches that have already been confirmed with the dates. There's one match, which is the Littleton match, which has not been given a date so far. So firstly, let me go through the matches that we will not be covering on the Hillz FM Matchday. Both Pelsall Villa matches will not be covered. That includes the away trip on Tuesday the 5th of April and the home game on Saturday the 9th of April. We also won't be covering the match between Pilkington and Coventry United. That match takes place on Tuesday the 19th of April, and as we said, we will not be covering the match between United and Littleton, which currently has not been rearranged. So let me go through the matches that will be covered during April. Stafford Town versus Coventry United. That is this Saturday, the 2nd of April. Next up is the very, very important game at home to Nuneaton Griff on Thursday, the 7th of April. Just hope my voice is going to be okay because I've got Sports Lounge on Thursday. Then we've got the game at Coventry Copsewood, a nice little local derby. That's on Tuesday the 12th of April. And Lichfield will also be covered on the 16th of April. That's a Saturday. The Bowhall Swifts game is on Saturday the 23rd of April. We're also going to be covering that, as well as the home game, the final home game of the season, as it stands, against Hillz, which is on Tuesday the 26th. And the final game of the season, Saturday the 30th of April, away at Studley. So those are the games that we are going to be covering here on Hillz FM Matchday. Of course, we will do our very best to cover every single one of them, but as things stand, those are the matches that we will be covering over the next few weeks. So that is the announcement. That's the main announcement that I wanted to make. It's simply because we just do not have the resources to cover every single one of these matches. And believe me, if we did, I'll be straight there, because you guys know how much I love doing this. I put my heart and soul into this coverage every single match that I cover. But unfortunately, we just do not have the capability to cover every single one of these matches. Which brings us on to my second announcement. Talking of these matches, of course you guys know that since January, Hillz FM Matchday has been covering the vast majority of Coventry United matches. We've picked up some pretty good coverage. We've seen some fantastic moments and some not so fantastic moments. But as a way of giving back to the fans, myself, the Coventry United board, and Hillz FM have decided to put together an end of season review. Now, we're not sure whether it's going to be a CD or a DVD at the moment, but we will be making an end of season highlights package for the fans of Coventry United, just to give back for your warm welcome to myself and Hillz FM to Coventry United, and of course for your overwhelming support for your team all year. So that will be coming together in the next few weeks. It will be after the end of the season. We're just sorting out a couple of things ready for the filming process. So basically, obviously the first few months of the season will be covered, but we will not have the highlights of those games simply because we weren't there to broadcast them. So basically, anything from the cup game against Addiston onwards will have live broadcasts, highlights of those games on the DVD or CD review. So we will be going through the previous matches and their results. So more information on the first ever end of season review for Coventry United coming very, very soon. And make sure to keep locked to the Twitter and the YouTube channel for that. And my final announcement is regarding this Thursday's edition of Sports Lounge, which is, I believe, the 31st of March 2016. And I'm sure the vast majority of people listening will have heard that Coventry United manager Edwin Greaves has unfortunately lost his job. The board made the decision on Sunday, and Edwin, the first ever manager of Coventry United, has unfortunately departed the club. Now, it's been a very confusing situation for Coventry United fans, simply because this is the first time that a United manager has left, and it's also the first time that the board has had to make this sort of decision in the club's short history. Remember, United is only 3 years old, of course. Now, this leaves a lot of question marks. Why was the decision made? What is next for Coventry United, and what's next for Edwin as well? I've been on the phone to a couple of people today, and I can confirm that Edwin Greaves, the former manager of Coventry United, will be joining me for an exclusive live interview on Sports Lounge this Thursday, the 31st of March. It will be a phone interview due to Edwin's work commitments, but we will finally be able to hear Edwin's side of the story, his thoughts on his time at Coventry United, about the way it ended, his views on the players as well, and what he achieved at the club, and also what is next for Edwin Greaves. And we're also hoping to have a chat with the Coventry United board. We are trying to get something sorted out over the next few days while the board sort out their schedules. Now, there are a couple of options on the table. We do know we will be hearing from the board on Thursday. I'm not sure whether it's going to be a live interview in the studio, a pre-recorded interview, a live interview over the phone, or a statement from the board. But we will be hearing from both parties this Thursday on Sports Lounge. It kicks off at 10 a.m. on 98.6 Hillz FM on Thursday the 31st of March. And for those of you who can't listen to the show, we'll edit all of the interviews on that broadcast and put them on this YouTube channel. And also you'll be able to hear the full replay of the show on my official Mixcloud page, which is mixcloud.com/Liam Cook. That's basically it for this special announcement. To get more details on these stories as and when we get them, thank you for joining me for this special announcement, and I will see you for Coventry United's next match this Saturday as they travel to Stafford Town. So from me, Liam Cook, have a fantastic day, stay safe and stay sporty.